Hello, can we solve for all the values of x in this nice mathematics expression? We are asked to solve for these values of x. Now, how do we find the values of x in this question? Join me as we sort for solution to this expression. Now, let's look at how we can use some algebraic formulas in solving this. First of all, I want you to recall this algebraic expression. If I have a to a minus b all to the power of 2, this is equal to a square minus 2ab, then that will give me plus b squared. Do you recall this? Now, if you recall this expression, that's exactly what we use in solving this. Now, comparing it with this, our a can be equal to x squared, right? And our b will be equal to 2. Now, let's compare it to that expression and see how we can expand that. Now, if I expand that, I'm going to have that expression to now give me x squared, right, all to the power of 2 minus 2 multiplied by x squared multiplied by 2 plus 2 squared, right, and that will be equal to x plus 2 or what, or squared, right? No, that is not squared, x plus 2. So if we have that expression, how do we go ahead? Let's simplify this. If we simplify this, the index or power will multiply, and then we'll have this to become x to the power of 4, while this is minus 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 will give me 4x squared plus 4, and this will be equal to x plus 2. Great. Now from this expression, I can still simplify by collecting like terms. So I'll have my x to the power of 4 minus 4x squared plus 4 minus 2 minus x, and this will be equal to 0. Great. Now we'll have this to become the value of x to the power of 4, right, minus 4x squared, and this will be a plus. We'll have 2 remaining there, and this will be minus x, and this will be equal to 0. So this expression will give me x to the power of 4 minus 4x squared, right, minus x plus 2 equal to 0. So I want this x to be to the power of 1. So what do we do from here? From this expression, I can simplify it further. If you consider these two expressions, you see that something is common among here. So I'm going to bring out the common term, x to the power of 2, and that will give me x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 2. I will give you x to the power of 2 minus 4, right? And this will be minus x plus 2, and this will be equal to 0. Great. So if I simplify this, I'm going to have my x squared. This is going to be x squared minus, this can be 2 to the power of 2, right, minus 2 minus x plus 2, and this will be equal to 0. Now let's still draw our minds back to the diff of 2 squares, because this is absolutely a difference of 2 squared. So if I look at that and apply the diff of 2 square, I'll have x to the power of 2. This will be multiplied by x minus 2, right? Then I'll have x plus 2, right? And this will be, this is going to give me negative, what would that give me? That will give me negative x minus 2. If I do this way, this will be equal to 0. So this whole expression will still give me this, because x times minus times minus plus x is going to give me minus x. Minus minus will give me plus 2. Great. Now if you look at this expression, I have one term common, which is x minus 2 and x minus 2. So what do I do to that expression? I'm going to bring it out. If I bring it out, I'll have my x minus 2, right? And I'll use that to simplify all this. So if I have all of these divided by x minus 2, I have this expression to give me x squared, right? Multiplied by x plus 2, right? And this will be all of these divided by this will just give me minus 1. And this will be equal to 0. So at this point, I am simply going to simplify. If I simplify this expression, this is going to give me x minus 2, and this is going to give me x times x squared times x, that will give me x to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 2x to the power of 2 minus 1, right? And this whole thing will be equal to 0. So how do I do? I now have what we call a zero product rule, so I can easily simplify the expression. So this expression will give me x minus 2 to be equal to 0, or I can still have this expression x to the power of 3 minus 2x squared minus 1. This is going to be plus, and this is equal to 0. So at this point, I can find out that adding 2 to both sides, my first value of x, x1, will be equal to 2. And that's the first value of x. And this other expression will give me a polynomial, which is x to the power of 3 plus 2x squared minus 1 equal to 0. So how do we solve this? Let's see how we can simplify this to get other values of x. Now to simplify this, I want us to look at this negative 1. If you look at negative 1, I can take minus 2 plus 1 to still be equal to negative 1, right? So I can replace that in order to make my simplification easier. So I can have my x to the power of 3 plus 2x squared minus 2 plus 1, and this will be equal to 0. This makes my simplification very easy. When I consider these two expressions, I can easily simplify. Now if I simplify that two expressions, recalling some laws of algebra, I can have this to become x to the power of 3 plus 1. Simplifying this, I can have 2 being common, that will be plus 2, and this will be x squared minus 1, right? And this whole thing will be equal to 0. Great. So using some laws of algebraic formula, I can take this to be to the power of 3, right? So if I take that to be to the power of 3, I want you to recall a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3. Now, do you remember what this will give us? This is going to give us a plus b, right? And can you guess what next we'll have? This will be multiplied by a square minus ab. That's an algebraic expression, and that will be plus b square. So if I apply it over this, I'm going to have that expression to now give me x to the power of 2x. That will give me x plus, that will give me x plus 1, right, on one side, and then I'll have x squared minus x times 1 is x plus 1 square is 1, and then I'll have my what, plus 2, right, plus 2. If I expand this like a thief of 2 square, I'll have x minus 1, and then I'll have x plus 1, right, and all of these will be equal to 0. So this can give me the power to simplify further. Now, having gotten to this point, you can still see that we have one common term. And what is the common term? This and this. So I'll bring it out. If I bring it out, I'm going to have x plus 1, right? Now all of this divided by x plus 1, I'll be left with x squared minus x plus 1, right? All of this divided by x plus 1, I'll simply be left with plus 2 multiplied by x minus 1, and all of these will be equal to 0. Great. Now let me simplify this other part. With this, I'll have x plus 1, right? Then this will give me x squared minus x plus 1 plus 2x minus 2, and all of these will be equal to 0. Simplifying this, I'll have x plus 1, right, and all of these will give me x squared minus x, right, minus 1. All of these will be equal to 0. So I'm going to have that expression x minus minus, this is going to give me plus, because minus x plus 2x is going to give me a positive x. Great. So this expression is what we're going to finally get, which is a zero product rule. We're now going to have x plus 1 to absolutely be equal to 0, or we'll have x squared plus x minus 1 to be equal to 0. So from this expression, my x can be equal to -1, and that is x2. So the second solution, x2, is -1. So how do we have the other solution? By solving the quadratic expression of this quadratic math expression. By looking at the quadratic formula in solving this. We can also use other quadratic method. Now if I use a quadratic formula, I'm going to have this expression to now give me, comparing these to the quadratic formula, I have ax squared plus bx, right, plus c equal to 0. And from here, my a is equal to 1, my b is equal to 1, and then my c is equal to -1. So applying the quadratic formula, I'm going to have the value of my x this time around to be equal to -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So what do I have here? I'm going to have the value of my x to be equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 square minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by negative 1, and all of these will be divided by 2 multiplied by 1. X4 to be equal to negative 1 minus the square root of 5 divided by 2. So all the solutions of x will have is, the first solution we have of x is x1 equal to 2, then x2 equal to negative 1, and then these two imaginary solutions. So we're going to have the value of our x1 to be equal to 2. We have x to be negative 1. We have x to be negative 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2. And then we'll have x to be negative 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. All these are the values of x that satisfies that expression given to us up there. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified math content. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.